Hey everybody, it's Neil here from Post to Post. Thanks for joining me today. We've got a crossover NHL to MLB, or I guess MLB to NHL. We've got MLB teams as goalie masks, but not just any goalie mask, a retro style goalie mask, and this uses the sports template that is free, by the way. You can go to sportstemplates.net, get this exact template for free. However, there are other templates on the site, as most of you know. Hockey, football, basketball, baseball, all the good stuff on there, over 70 plus templates. There are a couple of freebies though, like the one we're going to look at in this video, but there are others as well. But the most popular one is the jersey one. So if you want to get any of those paid ones, make sure you use code POST2POST. That's going to save you 10% off. But let's get into these. These are retro hockey masks inspired by MLB team branding. These are by alphabetical order as far as abbreviation. Arizona's first. Let's go. Nice. Tech Matt is the designer today, by the way. We've looked at his work in the past, so I didn't bother vetting any of these. We've looked at his work. I know it's great, so we're jumping into this, a reaction, me and you together, and this is going to be a quick video. I can assure you of that because I don't have a lot of time today. Okay, first off, Arizona Diamondbacks. We've got some beautiful colors here. The green and the purple look so good together. I love the Diamondback right there, just grasping the baseball right by the mouth. That's awesome. You know, the mouth of the snake really kind of replaces, that was the word I was looking for, replaces the mouth of the human behind there. So I like the aggressiveness behind this one. Next up is the Atlanta Braves. Okay, colors look great. I like the bit of symbolism here in the middle. The logo down below looks good. The A on top looks okay. I'm not sold on the A. What do you guys think about the A up top? Otherwise, you know, it's pretty bland, pretty simple. Not bland in a negative way, just simple. Next, Baltimore. We've got that flag in there, which you guys know I'm not a fan of, but I know a lot of people love it. The top of this mask, that logo, the Orioles, and then that, you know, the actual bird stands out so well on the black because orange just pops off black. So I like the top, even though it's a little plain around the rest of it. There's not a lot of design. It stands out on the black. Down below, the mirrored guy with the baseball bats. Not really a fan of that one. I'd probably remove that. Wow, Boston Red Sox. Look at this. We got a whole scene in the background. We've got both of their logos, primary and secondary, but we've got an actual photo. I don't think that's a painting or a digital art piece. It looks like a photo on my screen. And it looks, man, that looks pretty awesome. I mean, can you imagine if this actually existed? That would be pretty cool. I like this one a lot. Probably my favorite so far. Now, okay, Chicago Cubs. Now, I'm not a big baseball fan. I apologize to any baseball fans out there. Maybe this is your first video on the channel. I primarily talk about hockey. I watch from time to time all sports, or the majority of the most popular sports around the world. But baseball is one that I usually only tune into if the Blue Jays are doing well throughout the regular season, or regardless of the Blue Jays during the playoffs. This backdrop of the leaves and stuff, if I'm not mistaken, is of their home, the Wrigley Field kind of thing. I think that's an iconic piece of their backdrop. I could be mistaken. Please correct me, guys. Like I said, I'm not a baseball expert by any means, so I'd like to call out to that. However, it looks a little bit awkward in there. If you didn't know that, you might think, why is there a bunch of plants on there? That doesn't really, I don't understand the correlation. But again, at the end of the day, anyone who would be looking at these would likely know everything about baseball, so disregard what I said, I guess. But I like the sign up top. The sign up top is awesome. The red stands out on the blue, and then the logo down below. So, you know, there's a bit of clashing going on, but it is still a cool design. Next is the White Sox. Wow, basically a representation of, or a replication rather, of the jersey or shirt. That is cool. Like, it's very busy, line busy, but this screams baseball. I don't like the logo down by the mouth. Remove that, keep it clean, let the stripes do the talking. This would be an awesome mask. Like, this is perfect for baseball, in my opinion. Next, we got the Cincinnati Reds. Okay, we got another scene down below, but instead of the sky, the red is the sky. So there's a nice transition between photo and then just solid color of the mask itself. I don't love the guy down there. I'm assuming that's the mascot or something. Again, I'm not familiar with a lot of things baseball, but I'd remove him just because he looks a little goofy. Looks like the Monopoly guy / Pringles guy put together. But I like the scene down below. Okay, almost the same jersey. Almost the same. Jeez, I'm so used to saying, looking at jerseys. I almost said jerseys here. Almost the same helmet, same color in the background. The Cleveland Guardians. All right. Well, I mean, there's some branding changes here, obviously, that I don't know if we're all used to yet. But I think my favorite part is the eyes. Just the little wings that are pulled off the logo. Just added that onto the eyes. Now, I understand that a lot of people do kind of like to mirror stuff because this symmetry. However, when you mirror a letter like C, that's on the left for Cleveland, and then you mirror it to be the opposite, which is nothing, it's not a letter, it just looks out of place. Like the logo up top looks awesome. The Guardian or the statue, I'd remove that. I know it's part of the city and stuff, but I would just remove it. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, next, the Colorado Rockies. I love the fact that this is black. It lets that purple kind of bleed in. You got the mountains on the side. At a vertical angle, these mountains are growing vertically instead of or horizontally instead of vertically. That looks great, just kind of piercing into the eyes like that. The logo gets a little bit lost in the mouth area, so I might remove that, but I love the mountains on the side. That's cool. Okay, the Detroit Tigers, look at this. This is this reminds me of a classic hockey helmet. Like, this is what this should be. It's a little bit of baseball, because you get the years up there, you get the classic logo and stuff, you get obviously the branding, but traditional goalie masks in the NHL, probably not in this style of mask, more of a modern style is what most of the people are used to, but they did do designs on these classic ones back in the day. But in the modern designs, I'm thinking back in the 90s, we had John Van Briesbroek with a mask, not like this, but similar to this. It was like there was a creature on there. And then you had Felix Potvin did the same thing, I believe. And there was a couple of others. I think Cujo did the same thing as well. So this is a popular direction to go with in the mask, and it looks good here. The white eyes looks a little awkward here, but if you're thinking if this existed and there was a person back there and you saw their eyes, this would be an intimidating mask. This is my favorite so far, just because of the placement of the tiger. Next is the Houston Astros. Very simplistic design here. I like this one a lot. It almost looks like a superhero in a way, and I don't mean that as a bad thing or a good thing, just an observation. I think because there's so much going on in the middle, right by the eyes, all the way around, it was a good decision by Matt to leave the top open, to leave the bottom open, let that breathe, and just allow the main graphical element just to take hold of the middle there. Next is the Kansas City Royals. So you got the crown up there a little bit. It looks a little awkward because it's small, but I understand why it's there. The Royals down by the mouth I think is okay. The KC I might actually lose up top and just keep the crown up there, but pretty simple design overall. The Los Angeles Angels, wow. Now, I know there's supposed to be wings, obviously, but because they come out of this region here, they look like very bushy, untamed eyebrows. And because of that, I'm going to have to give this one a zonk a little bit. But the logo down there looks good. I like the fact that you got the halo up there kind of above the head. That obviously that makes sense. But yeah, the eyebrow wings are not doing it for me. The Los Angeles Dodgers, very simplistic mask. We've got, 2 logos on there. We got a number. There's not much to say other than that. It's pretty clean. Miami Marlins, that logo almost gets lost because of the eyes. Where would you put that? Could you put it above? But then it's just a green mask. These are overall pretty clean designs. I'm not sure about that logo there though. This one's probably a zonk for me. Milwaukee Brewers. Wow, you've got the beer there and the head on top, and then the color above. Don't like the mascot down below. I'd probably remove that and just let that, the carbonation kind of breathe in the beer there. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool mask. It's a pretty cool mask. Next up, Minnesota Twins. Okay, again, another pretty simplistic design here. Not much to say. You got 2 logos on there. I'll leave it at that. There's not much to say. The New York Mets. Now, here's a design that I think works, but doesn't at the same time. I talked a little bit about symmetry earlier, and we have the C and then the backward C on the other side. But then on here, you've got the apple just kind of sitting off to the left and nothing on the right. So it's off balanced a little bit. I don't think you need the apple in there. It's the big apple. We know that. Take the apple off there. It doesn't add anything. It's also a clash because it's red and orange together. Two colors that are very difficult to make work together. The orange and the blue look great. The red and the blue look great. But orange, red, and blue, I'd cut that out. So zonk 'em the apple, but I like the logo up top. I love what's going on down below. Got the city skyline. Well, it's their logo, essentially. And it looks great. I think it looks really great. So I like this one minus the apple. New York Yankees. Kind of like the Chicago one we looked at earlier. This is perfect. The Yankees are that traditional, nostalgic, simplistic brand, simplistic team. This is exactly what it should be. It matches their uniforms or their jersey or whatever. This works. Next, the Oakland Athletics. Wow. That's a busy middle, but like the Tigers one we looked at earlier, it does kind of work. This has a lot of ferocity to it, which I like. I would remove the Oakland down below by the chin. I don't think we need that there. And I think I'd remove the A's, or that A logo up top there as well. And just let that, just let the middle breathe a little bit. Nice ferocity in this one. Okay, Philadelphia Phillies. Again, pretty simplistic for this one. Very clean, not much to say. You got the logo up top there, and the rest is untouched. Pittsburgh Pirates. Wow, there is some definite creativity going on here. You got the bandana up top. You got the eye patch. I'm wondering if you'd kind of exaggerate the eye patch a little bit by making it all yellow or making the background yellow and then the eye patch black. Either way, it is definitely cool. I think I'd remove the Pirates text from the nose area. Keep the logo down below. Keep the bandana. Keep the eye patch. Just remove the text from the nose. This is pretty cool. This one's a creative one. San Diego Padres, kind of like the Yankees one and the Chicago one. This one looks pretty good. I like the desaturated nature of this one. The branding here of this team isn't very colorful and bold, so Matt's made a really good decision here by kind of keeping in line with that that color palette. I think much like the Yankees one, we keep the logo up top, but we remove what's down below. We just keep it empty down below, and I think then we'd have a winner. Okay, the Seattle Mariners. I love the ocean down below and the logo on there too. That is awesome, actually. I don't think I'd change anything about this one. The water does kind of blend in a little bit too close to the background, but it's still visible. You know it's water, so yeah, I wouldn't change anything about this. This one's cool. San Francisco Giants. Wow, Coke bottle in the background. I've been to San Francisco, but I didn't see no Coke bottle that looked like that, so I guess I wasn't in the right part of town. But obviously got the Golden Gate Bridge in there, which is awesome. And I kind of like that this one's off balance a little bit because there's a scene down below. The one, the bigger part of the bridge, because of the perspective that you're looking at, it makes it unbalanced. But I think it's okay because of the bottle. It weighs it down. It's almost like the weight of the bottle is bringing down that part of the bridge. So there's a good kind of cool balance here going on. I would remove the logo in the middle. Don't need that, Giants. Keep the logo up top. Cool. St. Louis Cardinals. Okay, so obviously there's some city symbolism in the background there. The logo on top, logo down below. It does look a little bit awkward though, having that arch in there. Oh man, what would you do? Where else would you put it though? I don't know. Right now it kind of looks like someone's been wearing a ski mask and they've just pulled up above their eyes. I don't know about this one. Let me know down below in the comments. Next, the Tampa Bay Rays. Nice. I like the scene on here. You've got the ray in the middle, but more importantly, a very subtle and very attractive gradient. Darker blue up top, lighter blue down below. The Rays part of the logo, that's in blue, and it looks great on the lighter blue. Up above, we've got the T and the B in white. It looks good on the darker blue. So really good balance with this one. Really good colors. This one might be in the top 3 I've seen so far. Next is the Texas Rangers. Wow, this screams Texas as it should. Texans are proud of their state. This mask is proud to be Texan. And this is awesome. This is a replication of the flag. You got the star on there, the logo. Yeah, this one's cool. I mean, there's no balance here, but it's the flag. There's not, it's a representation of the flag. It doesn't need to be balanced. This one is probably perfect. Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess you could put the entire map of Canada on here since it's the only Canadian MLB team. However, there are definitely people in Canada who do not cheer for the Blue Jays. The Expos used to exist in the MLB. They're now the Washington Nationals, but they used to be the Montreal Expos. So it's not like Canada has never had another MLB team. So I don't know if I like the decision of putting the entire Canadian map on there. But the logo down below is fine. The logo up top is fine. If you're going to put a map on there, you'd probably just have to limit it to Ontario. The Washington Nationals, wow. An entire scene down below. We've got the White House. And then the logo down below, the logo up top. This one's cool. I actually like this one. Yeah, I don't think I'd change anything about this one. This was probably, this is the last one. Wow, which one? I like, give me a minute. All right, I'm going to make a bit of a controversial decision here. And there was a lot of creativity throughout here. They were awesome. But I'm going to go in the traditionalist style of things. I'm going to pick the Yankees, a team that I do not like at all. But when I think about baseball, and I think about the history and the simplicity of baseball, especially when it comes to branding, this is perfect. This Yankees mask is perfect. It matches the uniforms, or the jerseys. It matches their brand. It makes sense for baseball as far as the baseball brand or the MLB brand, not just the Yankees. The colors are great. Blue and white look good together. And it would just match the entire uniform, hypothetically, if a random baseball player was wearing an NHL retro-style goalie mask, which makes no sense. But That's how I'm gonna judge this one. Put my love of the Blue Jays, put my love of maybe some other teams beside, and my dislike of the Yankees aside. Remaining objective, I think this is the best mask because it ticks all the boxes and it makes sense. Let me know down below in the comment section which one you liked the most. Matt, thank you so much for sending those in. I really appreciate it. I like looking at other sports other than hockey. We talk a lot of hockey on the channel, but it's always nice to look at some soccer, some baseball, some basketball, some football. The list goes on. Would love to see your work if you want to send in your work. Details on that is down below in the description. If you've made it this far in the channel, or this far in the video rather, and you're new, you gotta hit the subscribe button to see more videos just like this. And guys, if you like the video, please hit the like button. It helps a lot. Have a great night. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.